the right-wing media has been trying to put out this Durham report, and it's nothing more than a nothing burger. And what I mean by that is that the conservatives have tried framing John Durham's filing as evidence that Clinton spied on Trump, but it's basically the report is full of shit. Clinton did not spy on Trump. Right wing media is having a tizzy about the apparent lack of mainstream coverage around an alleged and highly dubious scandal that the former squatter Donald Trump was being spied on by the Hillary Clinton campaign back in 2016, which was false. She was not spying on him. The conservative furor centers on a court filing by John Durham, the Trump era special counsel probing Russia's 2016 election interference. On Friday, Durham filed a pretrial motion alleging that Michael Sussman, who's a cybersecurity prosecutor, lied about his connections to the Clinton campaign in the September 2016 meeting with the FBI, in which Sussman provided testimony about Trump's alleged ties with Russia. These alleged ties, according to the Washington Post, involved possible evidence of a secret communication channel between computer servers that were associated with the Trump Organization and with Alpha Bank, who's a Kremlin-linked financial institution. Now, the motion also claims that in February of 2017, Sussman told the FBI that one of his own clients, technology executive Rodney Joff, whose company apparently maintained internet-related servers for the White House at one point, exploited his access to these servers to dig up dirt on Trump. Even though Durham never directly said in his motion that Clinton coordinated a campaign to spy on Trump through Joffrey, the New York Times noted conservatives have been quick to draw such conclusions, accusing Democratic media of being biased for not covering the alleged scandal. Now, the press refuses to even mention the major crime that took place. That Trump said in a statement on Friday. This in itself is a scandal. The fact that a story so big, so powerful, and so important for the future of our nation is getting zero coverage from the mainstream media is being talked about all over the world. Yeah, the thing is, you fat ass Trump. There was no spying on your campaign, so that's something you're gonna have to deal with. That didn't happen. We know that the Clinton campaign paid a tech firm to infiltrate servers at Trump Tower, which they did not, and then later infiltrate the servers at the Trump White House. In other words, illegally spying on a squatter candidate. This is what Faux News Sean Insanity said on Monday. The goal was to fabricate evidence that Trump was a Russian asset. That wasn't fabricated. Trump is a Russian asset. But the thing is, there was no spying on Trump's campaign, and basically he compared it to being worse than Watergate. Faux on Tuesday also noted that the amount of media coverage that the alleged scandal had thus far received by ABC News, CBS News, NBC News, CNN, and MSNBC. According to Faux, all of these channels have respectively dedicated 0 minutes. Why? Because there was no spying. That's why. And while there may be reason to investigate Sussman, there is still little basis to believe that Joffrey's work was part of a grand scheme to smear Trump. As the Times' Charlie Savage noted, the White House data allegedly mined from the White House was targeted before Trump started sweating in the White House. Now, additionally, the incitement alleges that Joffrey's company had come to access and maintain dedicated servers for the EOP, Executive Office of the Squatter, as part of a sensitive arrangement whereby it provided DNS resolution services to the EOP. So if Joffrey's firm did record the web addresses of the White House users, the Post's Glenn Kessler noted, then that may have simply been part of a prearranged contract rather than a politically motivated breach of conduct. So, so if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. And also, you can hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And if you want to support my work even further, I have a Patreon link on my YouTube channel. Just go to the About section, and you can donate. To help the channel further. But I'll be back in another hour.